This is another tool from the late 40s, early 1950s. This is a tool that was made by the Powder Power Tool Corporation of Portland, Oregon. And since Omark was from Portland, Oregon, and since both tools say drive it on them, both types of tools say drive it on them, I'm going to assume that they were one and the same company. This tool works a lot like the Tempo tool and the Ramset tool. It has a barrel that you unscrew, which has a breech plug in it. And also it has shear pins. Here's a shear pin that came with this tool. I have a whole container full of rusty pins here. And for comparison, here's one from the Ramset tool. The head length or the head diameters of this one is much larger than this one. So again, we have a proprietary system in which you could only use their pins. Here's a pin that is from a failed fastener. The shear ring is missing, bent, hit some aggregate and came loose. And here are some threaded studs, 1/4 20 thread, 1/4 inch shank. Again, I have a whole container of rusty threaded studs. This one here has a cap on it that came with the stud. This cap is missing the shear ring and is damaged. It's got teeth marks and things like that on it. But I'm assuming that that cap was thread on the top of the threaded stud so that you could shoot them in this tool. And an interesting thing about the pins is that they are actually two pieces, unlike the Ramset pins, which are one piece. And basically what you have when you take the cap off is just a standard 1/4 inch drive pin for a high velocity tool. I don't know, these aren't easy to remove. I don't know if they were intended to stay with them or to be popped off later, or maybe a combination of the both. The tool, again, I'm assuming these barrel nuts were made for the threaded stud. I really don't know. Obviously chained to the tool so you don't lose it. I have this big rubber spall guard which has some damage around there. Again, it says drive it tool. And you can see that this tool does have a lot of use. There's a lot of damage from concrete spalling and pins probably hitting it. And again, it works a lot like the, and by the way, it does say over here, remove shear rings from barrel after each shot. Shear ring tool. It works like the Ramset tool and the Tempo tool, that you'd press down, twist this collar, and then strike it to set it off. Fortunately, the firing pin is damaged, so we're not going to be able to fire it. Maybe one of these days we'll come across the firing pin. Seriously doubt it. This apparently is a very rare tool. It's the only one like this I've ever seen. And so, since we can't fire it, that's going to have to be it for this tool from the Powder Power Tool Corporation. Drive it tool, Omark tool.